Okay, so here we are, episode 4 of Tau-riffic Tau-tober. So in this episode, we're going to be going over a couple things. First, the Tau commander, and secondly, the news about the Codex itself. So, the Tau commander here has really not much changed. So technically, it's the same battle suit. It's just he just has a crisis suit. Same points, same everything. Wonderful ballistic skill 5, weapon skill 4. Same toughness 4, 4 wounds, so forth. For a mere 85 points, again with no gear. And you make 4 items from the ranged weapons and or support systems. You take items from signature systems, 2 drones, and now it has a new option called the XV86 Cold Star Battle Suit, which is a pretty spinny option. It's 60 points. It doesn't add any stats, unfortunately. It probably should, considering what it does. A commander equipped with an XV88 Cold Star Battlesuit has a flying monsters creature character unit type. So now you can just fly around the battlefield. But does not have Fear, Smash, or Vector Strike. So his attacks are not AP2. Doesn't grab Vector Strike, which kind of sucks. The Vector Strike is pretty darn good, especially with something like this. And they also have a multi-tracker and Blexen filter. And it describes how to use the drones. Basically, when he's flying, the drones are off the table, and when he's gliding or when he lands, then the drones come down, join him. Which is, again, interesting mechanic. I guess he's kind of latch onto the suit while he's zooming, I guess. Anyway. So that's 145 points. You can add, when he's in the Cold Star, you cannot add any more weapons. But you can get 2 support systems. So maybe something like Invulse Save. Shield Generator would probably be good. But then now we're getting close to 200 points. And he doesn't get any stats. He's still toughness 4, 4 wounds, still instant death, 3 up save, still ID'd by a missile launcher. It's a gimmick. It really is. It's a gimmick. It's not going to really add anything to the game. If there was some stat adjustments, like if the Cold Star came with a 2-up save or toughness 5, like the Iridium armor did, then that might be something worth having. And here's a picture of the Cold Star suit with all these extra fins and stuff for his flight mode, basically. So the only weapons that he has when he's in the Cold Star is this high outburst burst cannon, which is a burst cannon, 18-inch range, assault 6, twin linked. So basically it's a burst cannon with 2 extra shots. Twin linked, again, he's ballistic skill 5. How much is that twin linked really going to come into play? And a missile pod. And those are his only options. So I'm not sure that he has enough firepower. He really needs something AP3, because when you're dealing with a flying monsters creature or something flying, you want to be able to take on the Tau flying monsters creatures, and for that you really need AP3 or at least more AP4. Take on flyers, maybe something AP1 or 2 would be nice. If you had plasma, oh gosh, you had a 6-shot plasma gun, that would be a real threat. But the Cold Star is a gimmick. It's something there to sell the kit. I'm sure it's an amazing new kit. Lots of options, and the Cold Star option is in the box. You can build one, either the normal XV85, which is just an upsized crisis suit, or the Cold Star suit. But the Cold Star option it's I don't think it's worth the points. It is literally a gimmick to sell the box. It's not going to give you much. So you're still better off with the buff commander in the Iridium suit by far than having one zip around, and especially if they've got any sort of flyers or a flying monster creature which can Vector Strike him. So anyway, or if you have some other cool rules like you get Assault a Flyer, that would be really cool. But anyway, so that's my thoughts on the Cold Star. It's a nice idea. It just wasn't implemented into a game level, or should say a truly useful level of rules. I mean, as again, we're talking about 60 points, which is almost the cost of another commander. And we're not just saying competitive, we're about things that are, you still want to have fun when you're playing. And having something that you spend all these points on and it just dies to a single crack missile, that's no fun. That really is just no fun. So, or you want to do something cool with it and run around, zip around, have this battle suit flying around the table, and it just missile launcher dead. So anyway, that's where I wrote the Tau Commander. It's really in here mainly for the Cold Star battle suit rules. Otherwise, it's no different than the old Codex. And that's a perfect segue into the new Codex. Tau Empire. So let's talk about the new Tau Codex, and I'm going to officially call it the new Tau Codex. So let's talk about the new Tau Codex. So the short answer is it's not a new codex. If you haven't heard the rules, the Tau are not getting a new codex. They're getting a updated codex with new rules and the old codex. So like here, little pictures of the Pathfinder and Devilfish, they're exactly the same, except the Devilfish is a fast attack choice, not just a dedicated transport. So that's going to be nice, having be able, if you want to put crude in a Devilfish, you'll be able to a lot easier than you can now. But that's just standard for the new books. So they're not really updating the codex, it's just getting more in line with the current rules, like changing the transport to a fast attack. So yeah, new rules found in this edition of Codex Tau Empire are also contained. Let's see, I'm going to back up a little bit. This latest edition of Codex Tau Empire compiles and updates the history and rules found in the previous April 2013 edition of Codex Tau Empire and adds a wealth of new material. A shelf-busting 128 pages long, it represents all the existing unit entries as data sheets, adds the most recent releases such as the Ghost Kill and Storm Surge. The updated codex also includes new content in the form of a new Tau detachment, the Hunter contingent, tactical objectives, and 9 new formations, including a devastating additions such as Retaliation Cadre and Armored Interdiction Cadre. So, and then the rules found in this edition, Tau Codex Empire, also contain in Warzone Damocles Kayun, whatever. Tau collectors who want all the rules in one place will find this updated codex a godsend. If you do own the previous edition, though, using it alongside the new Kayun book will also provide you with everything you need. There we go. It's not a new codex. All the changes that could be made to Tau, and that should be made, aren't going to happen. Supporting fire should probably be toned down. Reduce the price of the Devilfish. It doesn't need to be. It's not an 80-point transport. But right here, it's 80 points. Changes to marker lights. Ignore cover is way too easy for Tau. I still think the Hammerhead should move to a D weapon. Single shot D weapon isn't that impressive, especially for 150 points, but it would be fun. It would actually be something that would be fun. Maybe the Hammerhead 3 fire modes. A D gets hot, it's strength 10 EP1, or the large blast. Rail rifle and broadsides isn't good enough, it's strength 8. It just isn't. That's why no one takes it, because everyone takes the missile pods. So all the things they could do to actually fix the codex aren't being done. Of course, we do have to wait for all these new formations and stuff to come out, see what happens. But for now, it's a big disappointment as far as, someone who wants to play Tau, who likes Tau. I've had a Tau army since, 2009, and was my second army after Orcs. And it's just, I don't understand the thoughts behind it. They don't need to do a lot, especially since they're already reprinting everything into a whole new book, all new data slates. Just add those tweaks here and there. Fire War should be cheaper. Recruit should be useful. Stealth Suit should be useful. And maybe the formations and the the detachment will be useful. I don't know. It's just not. I'm not holding my breath that these things are going to be as good as they need to be. So that's where we are after a month of Tau-riffic, Tau-tober. It's not Tau-riffic, it's Tau-meh. And that's where I'm at. So we're going to conclude Tau-riffic, Tau-tober by going with a Tau-meh. Thanks for watching. Thanks for paying attention to Tau-riffic, Tau-tober. I had a lot of fun games with my fun Tau list. I didn't build anything super competitive, but I built a list that I had a lot of fun with, and I'm glad I got to play it in. And we'll see what these detachments and formations are like. I may change my mind. I don't know. We'll have to wait for the book to come out. Thanks for watching.